had this conversation myself, but I've also heard other people mention it, where they say, well, if all these companies are having AI take our jobs, then what are we supposed to do? I mean, because think about it. AI in its current iterations cannot consume anything. And I'm not talking about the water that it takes in the computer chips in the buildings in order to run the data centers. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that as human beings, the markets run off of consumer goods, the things that we as human beings have to use, whether it's directly or indirectly. So if all the humans don't have jobs, that means they can't make money, which isn't real. But let's just keep acting like it is, okay? So if we're not making money, then we can't buy products. We cannot be consumers. We cannot consume. I mean, we can't consume on our terms. Okay, I'm sorry for all the caveats. Anyway, so if people can't make money, they can't pay for their houses, they can't pay for their cars, they can't pay for daily living, they can't pay for their insurance, then what are we supposed to do? We're not. They don't give a fuck of if we live or die. They care about the timing of it. They need us for as long as they need us. If you think about how capitalism is today, companies don't see us as the labor force that drives the growth of their companies. If anything, we're more of a nuisance, a byproduct, actually waste of capitalism. Because at this point, the amount of money that they need to maintain power and control will never be enough. That's why wealth hoarding is so insidious. They don't care about our lives. They just care to not live the lives that we live. And they're willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that that doesn't happen. See, in simpler times, they could get away with giving us a little more, making sure housing was affordable and people could enjoy savings, investments, retirement at the age of 62 or 63. Our thoughts are consumed with living daily life, having dreams and aspirations of living a better life. They have more space to think about abstract thoughts like building a lunar railway or figuring out how AI can prolong lives, their lives. They don't care if we live or die. They don't see a need for affordability and sustainability. They see us as a liability. They are cutting as many corners as they can while they can to put them in the best position that they can be in so that they don't have to live the lives we live. AI is not replacing you. They don't want replacements. I've had this conversation.
This young man, school's rolling marching on what the exact solution is for the black community. But you